Waking up and having a strong cup of English breakfast tea serves well. Hi everyone, my name is Jasmine and welcome to a not so dramatic vlog. So I started my day by having my breakfast, then got ready. Although I need to leave a little later. And then I got down to write my to-do list. I kept a very few things on the list since I had to go out today. And here I am, trying to make journaling a consistent habit of my life, a part of my life. I'm not someone who journals every single day. Sometimes weeks go by or months go by before I even touch my notebook. But this is a notebook that I've kept since my school days. It's been years and it's still going on. Because obviously I haven't been consistent, so there are still quite a few pages left. And I absolutely love it. I used to store memories of my school days, events or functions I used to attend, and also paste pictures. I still have some pictures in this notebook, and it takes me down the memory lane. It's beautiful, it's elegant, and it's dreamy. Now I'm gonna have to speak here and see if my pronunciation is correct. Liebst du Mayo oder liebst du mich? Die Martin Job Wunder kostet 40 Cent. Ein Gutschein kostet 40 Cent. Am Shopping Center arbeite für ich stehe so ein Einkaufszentrum, ich will dir ein Geschenk kaufen. Bread is so warm and fresh. Das Brot ist noch warm und frisch. Depends always right. Eltern laden immer viele Leute ein. And it's done. And I have made it to 229 days. And here I'm done with the second task. So now I'm going to plan my story. I have already planned the first half and first part and the second part of the story. Although the plan that I made is really short, but I think I have to, but when I'll start writing, it'll automatically get longer. So now I have to plan out my next part, which I don't know what I'm gonna write about. I honestly don't know. So this is what I'm planning. So I planned the first part here and the second part here. I actually started planning from the second part first. So that's why the second part is in the top. And here is the character description. Basically everything about that one character. I haven't really written anything about other characters yet, because this idea of writing the story came all of a sudden, so I am yet to figure out things in this story. At least I figured out one character. So now I'm gonna start planning the second part. I think I'm gonna add some background music right now. Not music, more like noise. I don't know what to call it, because it's too silent right now and I cannot focus in silence. So I use something called LifeAt. I'm gonna be honest, and it's a very helpful app and it has helped me focus in a lot of things in the past. I've been using this for more than 2 years now, and although I haven't upgraded it, so I'm using the free version, so I really get to access a lot of spaces or ambiences in this app, but I can play the ones that are free. like this one, the sound of a river or stream. Then these are some of my favorites. I've actually added them in the favorite list over the past years, and they're wonderful. Let's check out. So this is someone studying in a cafe, and it has music, so you can listen to the music while doing your own work. Then sound of the Midtown NYC. There's a lot of, it's like a variety of ambiences and sounds. I don't know which city is this. Then Los Angeles rain. Let's check out some other. These are cafe sounds. Then a library. The library one is really silent. It helps more like if you just open this on the desktop and you work on something here instead of working on the laptop, so then you can keep watching the library ambience around you. Then study with me at home. Then there's this harbor. Then this one, Osaka Garden. Then the library again. And this is Lo-fi Beats. I think Japanese music. It's wonderful. So I'm gonna choose something out of these and start working. Oh, and let's not forget, it also has a timer here. You can change the timer, the time here, the minutes here, and start. There's a short break timer, there's a long break timer as well. There are some images here which you can put on the desktop screen. And videos. Videos are the same as these ambiences. I think I'm gonna keep at this one only and lower the sound of the music. You can see here they've also added the name of the sounds they're playing. Hold on. There you go. It's cool. So I'm currently in Mall Road, and I actually came down with my mother, but she went for a meeting, so by the time she comes back I'm gonna take a walk and probably find a space to sit down and read. This was one of my favorite places, but it's under construction, so can't go there anymore. So here is the Christ Church of Shimla. This is quite pretty and really big, especially if you see from the behind. Well, I'm gonna go and check if it's open or not. If it's open, then I can go inside and pray. So I'm gonna enter the church and pray. So I just came out of the church and I lit a candle, which is 20 rupees per candle. So you can buy the candle in the inside the church and light it. And it's very peaceful. It feels good to be inside the church and pray. You can sit there for 5-10 minutes or even more and pray or say whatever you want to say to Lord. It feels good. So now I'm gonna enter McDonald's. So I ordered a cold coffee frappe. So it came with ice cream, and then I also ordered a pizza McPuff, and I kept it for later. So for now I'm just gonna have the cold coffee while I read my book. So I bought this book from a fair which had a lot of secondhand books, and I didn't realize it initially, but suddenly I saw the last page and I saw a review of this book written by the previous reader. And it's pretty beautiful, and I'm loving all the notes that the reader has taken on this book. So I'm gonna now read this essay, The Scholar's Dilemma, Single-Use AI, Reading Less and Poor Pay. It's a scholarly digest managed by a PhD scholar, Dr. San Chaudhary, and her partner. And they're pretty beautifully written essays on academics and scholarship. So I'm finally done with reading the essay, and it was really beautiful. It was more about AI and use of AI in research and academics and how it affects our cognitive and intellectual abilities. So here you can see that I've opened an AI tool called Thea. It's a study tool where you can create study kits like I have created on neuroscience, German language and pathology, and then you can study by using the various features. So if we go on neuroscience or German language, you can find various topics that you can study. So let's go to neuroscience. You can see some features on the side like smart study, study guide, and flashcards or test. You can take test and test your knowledge on the topic. It's mostly random topics, and then you click on start studying and you get these options which you can choose from. So I usually love the test option. Here you can see that I've already taken the test and I've scored pretty good with 1 or 2 mistakes, and you can select on the create test. So if we select on that, it creates a test for us with a couple of questions, around 10 to 14 questions, and then you answer those questions and select submit. So after you do that, it gives the right answers and the wrong answers, and also gives you a score, more like a percentage. Here you can see the timer. It times your your test, and see how long you take to cover the test. So here I had a couple of random questions, mostly on Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease, or basically neurodegenerative disorders, and some basic questions of neuroscience. There were some multiple choice questions, true or false, and writing answers. And they had 1 point or 3 points for each, and then they give you the score as a percentage. So I finished the test, and you can see the score here, 94%, which is pretty good. I was expecting a bit less because I was hesitant about some questions. Then you can see the timer there as well. Now let's move on to the questions. The right answers are in green, and there are 3 points as an explanation for the topic or the question. You can also click on learn more to find more about the topic. And when there are wrong answers, here you can see that I've selected the wrong answer and it was highlighted in red, and the right was in green. And then there is an explanation. It's same for all the questions. So I read the essay and then I watched some videos on reading scientific literature and also writing scientific content such as research papers or review papers. So I watched those videos for an hour or so, and I think I'm done with the day. I'm gonna read now and go to bed.